hungry? Boy. Wait. Yes, good boy, stay. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, I'm gonna show you guys how to train your dog to have more control around food. Now, I think one of the things that we always want as a pet owner is to make sure that our animals have control wherever we are. Whether it's just for a walk or out in a dog park, or maybe at home with our friends and family over at the house. We always want our animals to be well behaved. It's to show that they have discipline, that we actually care as pet owners, that we're properly training our dogs, and for safety purposes, just in case our dogs get a little too riled up and they end up either ripping some clothes with their teeth or they scratch somebody because they jump on somebody. Especially when you have a friend who comes over and they think they're doing the right thing by bringing a treat, and then the dog goes berserk when they see food. And that's the last thing that you want, is Kilo here to jump up on somebody when they're just trying to give him a treat. But if he has control, then he'll know that he just has to sit and wait, and then he'll get his treat. So that's what we're gonna show you today. Okay, so anytime you're training your dog to do something, you're going to want to have an incentive. In this case, it's food. Kilo wants his dinner. So I'm using what we're actually going to, what he's already gonna have, but I'm using it as a training tool as well. Might as well kill two birds with one stone, right? Okay, the next thing that you always have to remember when training your dog a new trick, a command, discipline and control in this case, is time. You have to have patience. Every dog learns at a different rate. So Bentley, he's really quick. He learns within a day or two. Kilo takes about 3 to 4 days, and Bacon is almost a week, just depending on how complex the command or the trick is. But you have to remember that when you're training a dog, they learn at different rates. And they not only learn at different rates, but they also hear your words and they process it at a different time as well. Bentley's really quick. I can say something and he hears it right away. Kilo, he'll just kind of stare at you like, oh, okay. It takes a while. So I believe it's somewhere up to 30 seconds that it can take a dog to register something after you give the command. So sometimes you'll hear somebody say, Kilo, sit, 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 sit. And on the 5th time, he sits. That's because he hasn't registered the word yet. You have to give the dog time in order to process the word and then go, oh yeah, I'm supposed to sit and wait. So just remember that when you're training your dogs. All right, so let's get into it. Before training your dog control around food, you must first establish the 3 basic commands, which is sit, stay, and lay down. Key, lay down. Good boy. If they can't do that yet, then you're really gonna struggle with this. So I highly recommend that you teach your dog those commands first and then move on to this next, okay? After you do that, you want to train this command in stages. I do it kibble by kibble, meaning I'll take 1 kibble, key, sit, good boy, stay. I place it on the ground. I make sure he waits, stay. Okay, eat. Good boy. Then I place another kibble. If he goes for it, which he might not do it, but if he, good example, Kilo. Okay, I didn't get there the 2nd time, but that's a great example because when he does go for the food, you can just block it with your hand. You say, nope, or wait, whatever command it is that you want your dog to stop, that's on you. But give a command, block it with your hand, okay? So then we try again, place kibble, wait, stay, stick key, stay. Good boy. Okay, eat. And I will do this for their entire bowl for their meal. I'll go kibble by kibble, and that really pounds in the command. So I'll just place it down. Kilo, look at me. Good boy. Okay, eat. Good boy. And I keep doing that over and over. Now you want to reinforce it with words of encouragement. Yes, or good boy, or yeah. And then you pet the head, you give him a scratch, you let him know that you are really happy that he's doing what you're asking him to do. And then he's going to catch on to that and go, oh, okay, that's the desired behavior. I'll keep doing it when I hear him say that or do that, okay? So after I've established the one kibble at a time method, then I'll start going into the next stage, which is where I do time sessions. So I'll place the kibble down, I'll count to 10 in my head. If he stays, that's good. If he doesn't stay within that 10 seconds, then of course I block him and then I reset the internal clock or the timer. And then once it reaches 10 seconds, yes, good boy. Okay, eat. Good boy, Key. After you've got the 10 seconds down and they realize, okay, I have to wait for at least that long, then you up it to 20 seconds. Place the kibble down, wait, internally count. Okay, eat. Yes, good boy. Now I go 10, 20, and 30 seconds. I've gone several minutes before they eat the entire food bowl, just for a training tool, and that's up to you. So you can go as quick as 5 seconds and go 5-second increments if your dog is one of those types that just has to dive at the food and you're trying to teach them control that way. 5 seconds is fine. I've done just 10, 20, and 30 seconds, and then just periodically I'll throw in a few minutes at a time and I'll make them just lay there and wait. And that really teaches them a lot of discipline to wait. If you want to advance this command even more, you can either, one, leave the kibble in place. You can walk away. Ah. Hey now. Hey buddy, we're on TV. Come on, get your act together. Stay. Stay. What you can do is you can walk away, keep an eye on him, and just slowly step away, go, okay. It's like, they're not eating it. Maybe he's following, well, I got the food dish, so that doesn't count. But you can walk away into another room or around the corner, something of that effect, and to see if they really are, waiting for your command. And that's a really good tool that you can use as well. Okay, good boy, eat. Next, you want to establish a command for them to devour their food. For us, it's okay, eat. You can do okay, eat, go for it, get it, whatever your command is, that is totally your discretion and however you want to train your dog. But we keep the same command. So I highly recommend that you keep the same word every single time. That way they associate that with eating something. And it keeps everything simple. Just in case you're having a conversation, somebody slips and says that word, and then you turn around and then they're eating the food. You're like, so just to keep things under control, keep the same word. Lastly, you wanna make sure that you build a routine. Make sure that you feed them the same time every day. Whatever your preference is, morning, evening, twice, 3 times a day, you just wanna make sure that it's the same time. For them, we feed them in the morning and the evening at the same time. If it's a little past dinner time, Bentley will be waiting at his bowl expecting dinner. So he's like in tune with our schedule and our routine. So you really wanna do that to drive home that command. And then always, always, always make sure that you do not let them eat without permission. If they do slip and they start eating without your command, then you stop them. Whether it's pull the bowl away, put your hand in the way, whatever your command is, you get them to stop and let them know that they don't get to eat until you tell them to, okay? Okay, eat. Good boy. All right, guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for stopping by, and we'll see you again on another episode of Beast Like Bentley. Peace.